Hello YouTube and welcome back to my channel. So if you're not interested, you can of course skip this first part of this reading because it's not really a reading, it's just me rambling about what's been going on. And as you might have noticed, I haven't uploaded for quite a while, and this is due to the fact that someone close passed away and I really needed a break from, well, I suppose everything. Also, my anemia has worsened a little bit. I'm going to be drinking coffee during the reading. I hope that's okay with you. I usually hate it when people do like noises while they read, but I'm going to be one of those really annoying people, probably. So I just really wanted you to know that it's not that I'm abandoning my channel or that I haven't wanted to do a reading. I just don't believe in doing these kind of things if I'm in an imbalanced state. Also, I'm not doing private readings just yet because a few of you have emailed me and asked. I'm going to announce when I do, but this is especially important because I really, really do take it seriously when I read someone else's energy. I mean, pick a card readings is one thing, but it's a big responsibility to read someone, and I just don't want to, I don't want my own energy to come through in that kind of thing. So I'm just taking a break from that indefinitely, and just so you know that I will be doing them again, but for now, just pick someone else. Of course, maybe you know already that there are plenty of opportunities on YouTube. Also, I really suggest if you want a thorough reading from someone who connects to archangels and who can connect to the higher self of the person that you might be inquiring about. She's amazing. Her name is Elizabeth, and her channel is it's the Paranormal Priestess. So you might want to check that out if you want someone to do a reading for you. Okay, well, that was, I think, it. So today's reading is, what does this person think about you? And I'm just going to explain a little bit what this is going to be like. I actually have 8 options. I thought I would spoil you guys because, 8 options means that you actually might get to pick something that's more tailored for you. What I mean, right? So the more options, the more nuances there are going to be. And I'm going to be telling you what this person thinks about you, both in positive and negative, if negative shows up. And in addition to that, I will finish off the readings with some extra cards, pulling extra cards for if this is a person that you're interested in romantically. So if this is someone you like romantically and it's not just a coworker or a friend or a family member or someone like your neighbor that you're asking about what they think about you. And I will be giving you some more advice or information about that. So it's sort of like a 2-part reading. And if it's not someone that you're romantically interested in, then you can just not watch that last part of your pile, okay? But yes, 8 options. The first one is the rose quartz. The second is the amethyst. This is the carnelian. This one is a fluorite. We have this citrine here, a lapis lazuli chrysocolla, and last but not least, a calcite. So if you want to, you can meditate on the stones and pause the video. Or else I will just go right to the first one, which is the rose quartz. Let's see, what does the person that you have in mind think of you? Okay, so let's see. What do they think of you? We have a card of a trickster, a hero, or a heroine, a student, King of Swords, 2 of Swords, and King of Pentacles. Okay, so we're definitely having some masculine energy. So even if you're a female, you're the kind of female that this person perceives of as a very strong, independent type of woman. You might also have like, if you don't, this person certainly thinks that you have a very good way of like managing your finances. They think of you as maybe even someone who's who doesn't lack. You know, you have everything you need. You're not like the type of person that doesn't wear clothes that look, you know, you might look a little bit, what's the word? You might look like expensive, classy. You perhaps maybe you wear expensive clothing from, I don't know, more expensive brands or something like that. And this person does acknowledge that you have a certain like elegance to you, but also something about you being a little bit cold, like stoic on the outside. So maybe this could also mean that they're not talking to you as much because they haven't yet had the opportunity to like see your warmth as a person, because this comes off as sort of like shallow too. They're not quite decided on, I think, if this impression of you is more on the positive or negative. I think like they're sort of in a undecided state about you in some way. This could also be if this is a person that you like, because I'm gonna have to say it right away here because we actually have the heart coming out in the Lenormand. This could also mean that they find you to be someone with a trickster, someone who has many people. You sort of either you date a lot of people, or you may be this type of person who would have like a profile, like a lot of dating profiles. So you have a lot of options, and you're sort of like juggling them all and not really concerned about people's feelings. So they might have this impression that you can be sort of like a cheater or something like that, especially with the trickster card here. So this, it could also mean that you have like a like the way you speak, like your jargon. Is that a word in English? I think so. It's a word in Danish. It means sort of like your slang is kind of like on the sarcastic side. So you might be like you tell a lot of jokes, and you pull people's legs, but they don't always know that you do so. So that might be misinterpreted as well. With the student card, I'm assuming that this would either be someone that if you're working with them, this is someone who's above you, or if it might be that this is like a co-student of yours. So they assume that like they see you as someone who's a student as they are themselves. This might, indicate that this is someone you know from school. Or this person simply sees you as someone who is still in school, or simply like younger in some way. I mean, I would say this is definitely someone who sees you as, I wouldn't say less than them at all, but in terms of like the social ladder, they might you might be the person that doesn't really have a job yet, or you're like supported by your parents or something. And they might be more than that. Maybe they're older. I don't know. Just take what resonates. We also have a book here, so that's why I'm saying it might be something related to school. They might also consider you to be someone very wise. Now, with the trickster card, this doesn't have to mean that, you are a trickster in the sense that you trick people. But again, it can be something about people not always knowing where they're at with you. So I'm assuming this person isn't also really sure what you think of them, actually. They might also see you as a very social person with the stars here. So this is a card also often talking about a lot of people in groups. Again, this can be pertaining to school, so take what resonates. But I mean, I can read you what it says here, because we also have the hero and the heroine. So I'm thinking that with this card, it's not really a bad overall impression. I'm actually thinking that they might just be seeing you as someone who has a lot of potential as well. But again, something about not being either from your side or from their side decided about what is going on between the two of you. Okay. Yes. Okay. So if this is a love interest, I have my romance angels, and I will be pulling for you to see what is the message if and only if this is a romance interest. I'm going to pull one single card, okay? And then I will pull some advice and some more information here. So what is this? Very soon. Well, okay, so if you haven't had communication with this person for a long time, then this might apply to you and this person seeing each other quite soon, or something is going to be happening soon. Let's see if we can get some information about if something's going to go like happen between the two of you, or something additional, like an additional message that you are meant to see here from this reading. Mother Earth and home. Very soon, Mother Earth and home, huh? Okay, well, there's something about a household situation that's going to be improving. And I don't know if it's about you or this person. Maybe you're, if this is someone you live with, something is about to improve in your situation. Or it might be they're going to come to visit you or something of that nature. So, I mean, take what resonates. With the Mother Earth, I mean, this could be something about a spiritual connection as well, you know, because we are all one and earth and such. Because in a love reading, it's sort of hard to read this kind of card because it's talking about environmentalism. But I'm assuming that this might be sort of like a confirmation that this is like a spiritual connection, an important one, and maybe you're to work on this somehow. So let's see what else we got for the advice for you, or any additional information about this person. I'm going to be 2. Oh, that's sweet. They were saying you're good enough and confidence is your key to success. Okay, so, well, if you are currently worrying if this person is someone that you might, you know, be able to be with someday, the cards are telling you that you are definitely good enough for this person. There's no need to worry that you're that they are out of your league, and that, you know, you just have to be confident about this, and you know, approach this with sort of like a balanced state of mind, not worrying too much what they think about you, because in their eyes there's nothing wrong with you. Okay, there's nothing wrong in the sense that you're not someone who they would be with in a relationship potentially, because the cards are saying that confidence is your key to success, which means there is a key to success. This is not a lost cause. Okay, I hope that made sense to you. Thank you for watching. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. They're drilling on the floor above me, so I hope you can forgive that noise. It's going to be coming once in a while. Okay, Amethyst. Yeah, let's see what you guys got. What does the person that you have in mind think of you? What does the person that you have in mind think of you? Samaritan. Well, so you're the type of person who helps people out. Child nature. Okay, you love animals, and very loyal companion person, like a friend. So this person, if this is someone who is your friend, well, you're definitely getting the, I'm sorry about that noise. You're definitely getting the confirmation that they see you as a true loyal friend, an unselfish person who helps out. Sort of like energetic as well. You might be working out a lot at the gym. I see. Okay. Also very charming and beautiful. And I'm supposing something with you having been burdened with something for a long time. So for whatever reason, this person views you as someone who's been, if they know you well, they know about your burdens, they know about your secrets or your sorrows. And if they don't know you well, then this is more like seeing you as someone who you might look a little bit depressed to them sometimes, like you're concerned, like the way that you carry yourself might be a little bit like or it could also be like you're shy or a very reserved person. Either way, they tend to see, like, on your surface, you appear to be someone who might have a little bit of worries. And they might be having seen you for a long time with like that lens, okay? But either way, I mean, this is quite positive. I'm seeing that they see you as someone who's very nurturing, someone who's very warm, kind, and you might have pets. They might know about you having a pet, or if not, then they have noticed that you are someone who seems very loving towards nature. Maybe you're a vegetarian or a vegan, something of that nature, because there is something about being concerned with the happiness and you know well-being of other living creatures here, definitely. So there's also some attraction here from some sorts, because we have, I mean, we have uh, a lot of wands here. I mean, we basically only have wands in the tarot here. So this is something about, the energy between the two of you being very strong or very dynamic or something like that. That could be very strong attraction in the terms of a love interest. So take it as it resonates. If it's not, then just know that this person is very drawn to you in some way or another. This person finds you to be extremely interesting and very, very beautiful. So that was you guys. And also, if it's a guy, beautiful might not be the word you want to hear, but it could be very handsome and very charming. Also eloquent and such. So it's a very positive omen if you get a bouquet as to what someone thinks of you. So I don't see anything bad here, actually. Okay? If you're interested in knowing about a love interest, if it's someone that you have feelings for, someone you're crushing on or in love with, let's see what the romance angels want to tell you about this situation. True love. Oh, wow. That's so beautiful. So, I mean, that makes sense, right? With the prior cards, that this person has a very, very good, well-rounded impression of you. And, I mean, you just saw me pick this. I mean, it can't be more of a confirmation that this person reciprocates your feelings with both the attraction and the whole idea of you being someone who is a very compassionate and warm, affectionate, beautiful person. So, I mean, I don't even think I need to do any more interpretation of that. You can just be happy you got this beautiful card. Now let's see what is going to be the advice for you and maybe some overall message additionally to this situation. Let's see what they want you to know. So we have bright future and conclusions are within reach. Now that could not be more beautiful, right? Oh, I'm so happy for you. You chose a beautiful pile, you guys. This is saying that, stop worrying. Everything is going to be fine. And conclusions are within reach. That might actually mean that there is something about to happen in this situation, or that there will be conclusions about this person and you. Don't worry. This is not completely over. It's not a lost cause. This person does reciprocate your feelings, and you will be seeing further development in this situation, okay? Thank you for watching. All right, if you chose a carnelian, let's see. If you want to know what this person is thinking of you, let's figure out what the cards want to tell you. What does this person think of you? What is their impression of you as a person? What does this person think of you? What is their impression of you? All right. Well, we have a key. So if I just want to say right away, if this is someone that you're watching from afar, this person has 100% noticed you. And the mice and the ring. Oh, okay. I'm just going to see the next cards just to get more of a perspective on this. Queen of Rods, the Sun, and Six of Wands. Priest. Okay. Dilettantes. Okay. Victim. Wow. Okay. So that makes sense right now with the mice, because I was wondering what they might mean. So, I mean, I would say this person, this can mean two things. It might be something about this person having wronged you and know that they stressed you out somehow or hurt your feelings. So now they view you as, like, what would I say if I were to be vivid about this? Like a like a hurt little dove. I would say like a hurt little animal. So they see you as someone who they might have hurt, or someone who, if not that, then you seem to be awfully, you appear to them to be a little bit sad. And also, you might be younger than them. We have the dilettante. This could mean, like, if it's someone from your work, this might be that you recently got this job and you recently came to this place of work, and they see you as someone who's still working their way up. So you're not really the professional yet. You're just still in the works of, like, developing on your skills. Could also mean, of course, school. But they see you as someone who's still climbing the ladder. But you are definitely someone they see as, you have potential to be victorious. You're very energetic to them, also attractive. With the Queen of Rods, 100% a certain message about them being attracted to you physically. So even if it's like a friend, they might think that you're really, really gorgeous and like maybe prettier than them. If this is like your best friend, she might be a little bit envious of your looks. If this is like a two female situation, if not, then it's someone who definitely finds you to be attractive in a sexual way. So again, just if it's like a person of the sex that the gender that you feel attracted to. And with the ring card, I mean, I'm seeing this maybe as something that's going on in your life over and over, this situation with this person. So either you're seeing them repeatedly, or this is like a cycle between the two of you. It's like it's never ending. It feels like this might also be like the mice with the ring, because it could be talking about a stressful cycle that they keep coming into your life, or you keep coming into their life and stressing them out. So they might see you as, a never-ending story, sort of, like, if you know what I mean. And they might also know that you're interested in spirituality or esoteric stuff, because they see you as someone who is like spiritual, like a priest. We have the priest card here. And interested in stuff like from that sort of sphere, okay? So you might have told them that you have a love for perhaps for tarot, or you love all kinds of like spiritual stuff. Maybe they know that you're into self-development. Either way, they see you as someone who's working with that sort of like those themes. Okay. Yes. So that was what I saw for you, what they think of you, and if this is someone who you are crushing on, if this is someone who you have a romantic interest in. Let's see what the romance angels want to tell you about that. If this is a love interest, let's see what is the message. This could be the one. Oh God. Well, this is beautiful. So, I mean, I suppose that this is probably a love interest. So you're probably not asking about a friend. Well, or maybe you are, because I actually told you to skip the final part of the reading. Anyway, okay, so if you are asking about a love interest, the cards are telling you that there's a good possibility for something to grow here, okay? Let's see what further information we have. So you were definitely meant to meet this person, which would make sense with the key, because key people in the Lenormand, who are people who are represented by the key, are key players, like literally key players in our life. Let's see what does the Moonology cards want to tell us, and what other messages we might get about you and this person. Be open for whatever. Adjustments are required, and High Priestess. Okay, so this is about nurturing yourself. I don't know, maybe this is like a twin flame thing. So with this card, it's definitely talking about you developing further on yourself and on your spirituality in terms of adjustments for this to work out. So I would say that if this was a cycle, like a perpetuating stressful cycle for you, I would advise you to like stop looking to that too much, that person, and be more focused on you, because that's going to draw them in. If you focus on you and your own high priestessness and develop on your spirituality, these are the adjustments that I'm assuming are required for you and this person to work out, because they are telling you that this could be the one, but you have to adjust something. Maybe it's something else. Either way, now you know that there's some kind of adjustment required for you and this person to work out. Okay? Thank you for watching. Alrighty, if you chose the fluorite, let's see. If you chose the fluorite, let's see. What does this person think of you? The person that you have in mind, what is their overall impression of you? What do they think of you? What is their overall impression of you? Now, okay, we have the sun. We have a female woman. A scythe. Okay. Interesting. Femme fatale. Ho, ho, ho. We have two female cards. Okay, we actually also have a father card, but that can be pertaining to a female as well. This can, the female can be pertaining to a male as well. I'm going to tell you what I see when I finish here. Okay, well, we have mostly female cards here. So if you're not a female, then you are more in the feminine energy, I'm assuming. Well, they see you as definitely someone who has, well, some sort of sexual allure about you. There is also with the femme fatale and the queen of swords, this might be also sort of like a chill, like a cool energy. So there is definitely something very cool about you, maybe even icy. So if you don't know this person too well, this can also be meaning like they don't know you well, or that you seem like you're far away for them, that they perceive you as someone who's like away, like you're not in communication, or you're not seeing each other too much. There's some kind of like a ice between the two of you, or at least they perceive you as someone who's a little bit icy or cool. Interestingly, we have also with the Five of Wands and the Scythe, this could be something about them having had a dispute with you. Maybe they hurt you, or they cheated on you, or they did something knowing that it was going to hurt you, and now they're fully aware that you might be keeping a distance. That's maybe also why they assume that you are a bit chilly or icy. Either way, there's also some positive things here. There is something about you having a passion to serve others. So they see you as someone who is, you care about your mind, your body, and spirit. They see you as someone who cares about themselves, who invests in their health maybe, or at least somehow you invest in yourself. So you come off as someone who cares about your appearance also, and about, bettering yourself as a person. So they might know that you're into self-development or something of that nature with the healer card. We have the father card here. So if this is a female and how she's viewing you as a male, or if this is someone, if you're a male and how they see you as someone who might also have some paternal sides to them. It could mean that you are a parent, but it doesn't have to mean that you're a parent. It could also just mean that they see you as someone who, you take care of other people in a powerful way. People seek your guidance in a way that makes them feel safe and comfortable. And you know how a father makes, his daughter feel, or his son feel, if they have a good relationship, you feel protected. So they feel as though you're kind of like a protector as well. Also, with the sun, it could be that you're highly energetic, or that you're always, you're always talking a lot, and you're very sociable. They perceive you as you don't go into a room unnoticed, in other words, right? So you're this type of person that you will be noticed, and the way that you talk can also be very banterish, that kind of thing I'm seeing here as well. And lastly but not least, there's a card of some kind of work being done here. So if you know this person from school or work, they see you as a very hard worker, someone that they can trust their assignments with, or someone who does things diligently. I'm seeing that definitely. But still, some kind of distance is going on here, and I don't know exactly what it is, but you're gonna know. Okay, thank you for watching. If this is a love interest, stay tuned for the next cards, because I'm going to be pulling romance angels and advice. So if this is a love interest, let's see, what do the cards want you to know? Forgiving and learning. Wow, that's interesting. As I was saying with the prior cards, that there has been some kind of dispute between you, or something happened. Either you rejected them, they rejected you, you hurt them, they hurt you. So this isn't a clean slate thing. And if it's a clean slate thing, and you just met this person, be warned that something is about to happen, or something is obviously destined to happen between the two of you that's going to cause you to have to forgive them and learn from this situation, okay? I'm going to see if there is something else, like an additional message for this. Boundaries. Okay, this is very interesting. There's something about saying no to other people, and respecting your own boundaries. So again, this looks like it's not completely well, I'm seeing it's like there's a past here. There's definitely something has been happening, or if not yet, then you know something is about to happen. And prosperity lies ahead. Well, this might be a message for you, simply just to know. But again, I'm seeing something about you having to make clear boundaries with this person. You have to sort of be able to state where you're at in terms of feelings if they hurt you, or do something that you think is inappropriate, or something of that nature. I hope this makes sense to you, because this sort of feels like it's a person that might not be good for you entirely. Either way, I'm not seeing it as something that's going to be, it doesn't look like it's about to become a full-blown romantic committed relationship. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. But you know, there might be something about prosperity. Maybe they're going to be offering you something. Maybe this is someone who owes you something, and you're going to be getting it back. Or again, this could be a confirmation that it's something about a work situation, okay? Thank you for watching. All right, so if you chose this a tree, let's see, what does the person that you have in mind think of you? How does the person that you have in mind view you? What do they think of you? Okay, we have a Tower, Stoic. Destroyer. Oh, okay, Queen. Exorcist. Okay, well, this is all about change, you guys. This is someone who views you as someone who either came out recently from something really big and traumatic, or they know about something big and traumatic having happened to you. Because there's something about you releasing some negative energy, both in terms of the Destroyer and the Exorcist. You're like freeing yourself of something destructive. Or it could be that they see that you are freeing yourself from them. So they might be seeing you as someone who has, you know, they might have felt at some point that they had a grip on you, that they had you around their pinky finger. Is that an expression in English? It's an expression in Danish, like when someone has control over you. But they might have, you know, gotten to they might have gotten like an epiphany that maybe they don't control you as much as they thought, that they're seeing that you're quite independent actually, and that you're not needing them, that even like with the Queen turned away here from these cards, I mean, I'm seeing it as like you've walked away somehow, or they're feeling that you could potentially walk away, because this is also about what's coming ahead, right? So there has been probably some, between the two of you, some communication with these cards here. We have had some communication between the two of you. This could be on social media, but it could also be like out partying, like out having drinks or such. So it might be someone you know from out partying, or someone that you've had social relations with, like going out and stuff. So maybe you've dated this person. If not, then this person has definitely had some encounters with you where there has been a dialogue. But you seem to have turned away from this. So they perceive you as someone who's turning away from them, if that makes any sense. Also with the Tower, this can mean separation or some not seeing someone for a long time, especially like with the storks here flying away. So but they do find you to be someone who is a very radiant person, like a very feminine person with the Queen here, right? So also that could mean that they find you to be some sort of authority, or that, you know, you have power over others in some way, or that they know that other people view you as someone who is very feminine and radiant, because, you know, it could be like also how they see other people see you as well. Maybe there's been talking about you, because with these cards, it could also be indicating some sort of gossip being said about you, but it doesn't appear to be negative in the sense that, you know, in terms of your attractiveness and such. But there's something about you releasing something old, or maybe you're quitting a job, maybe you're finishing off a school, maybe this like an end of semester thing. There's something about endings and you know, you turning away from them. I'm sorry about the noise. I mentioned in another pile that they're drilling on the floor above me, so I'm sorry. I hope it doesn't bother you too much. Yeah, okay. So, but also someone very independent, if I didn't mention that. I think I did. If this is a love interest, let's pull some romance angels and see what they want to tell you about you and this person. What is maybe the advice or the overall message for you about this? We have flirt. Okay, so this might be someone that, if it is a person that you have been dating a little bit, or someone you've been partying with and you have a huge crush on them, or someone you know from school, especially if something is about to end and you might not be seeing this person for a long time, you're being encouraged to flirt. I mean, if you want this, you got to try to like make it grow a little bit. So I'm assuming it's someone you don't know too well, but you are being highly encouraged to go for it. If you are interested in pursuing this person, it's a very, very safe thing to do for you. This person probably does reciprocate your attraction with the cards we saw. And I'm assuming, like with the Nine of Pentacles, that you are probably single. This is certainly not someone that you're in a committed relationship with. So again, this is confirming that you are to pursue this if you want it. I think you're going to be seeing also some kind of flirt with this person. Maybe it's also confirming that this person is all for flirting with you, and it's going to be happening, okay? Start delegating. Okay, well, what was I just saying? That you're being encouraged to start, you know, start working on this. Do this. Just go for it. It's not, you don't need to be afraid if you are. Often we are. If it's someone we have feelings for, of course, we're paralyzed with fear. If they just come too close and we know we can't speak too coherent words, right? It just sounds like gibberish, everything. And we have the energy is gaining momentum. Okay, so that works beautifully with what I was saying. You know, this is all about making this grow. You know, you have to encourage this connection a little bit yourself. You know, just make it gain a little bit momentum, and it's going to work out for you, I think. I mean, I'm not promising you a full-blown commitment, but there is some kind of future in this, okay? Thank you for watching. All right, so if you chose the lapis lazuli, let's see, the person that you have in mind, what do they think of you? What does this person think of you? What is their overall impression of you? What is their impression of you? Have a child, husband, thoughts, temperance. Well, you might come off as a little bit shy. We have the Lovers. Ooh. Prince. Gossip. Ooh. And Storyteller. Okay, this is interesting. So you're quite the colorful person I'm seeing. Well, first of all, they might be seeing you as either if you're younger than them, this is a confirmation that they see you as someone who's younger. But it could also mean that they find you to have this very young spirit about you. Like you have spunk, you have you have some sort of like bright optimism about you, or like your smile radiates or something. There's something very young and radiant about you. But also something about you being maybe a little bit shy or reserved, or they find that they can't connect with you the way they want. I'm sorry about the noise. I mentioned this before in the other readings that where it came. It's above. They're drilling something on the floor above, so I hope it doesn't distract you too much. But also very, there's something romantic about you, very charming. You seem to be quite the talkative person. You might be very skilled at like telling stories. Maybe they perceive of you as someone who's a kind of like a storyteller or an author in some way. Maybe you have a blog, or they know that you like to journal. There's something about you expressing yourself with words that has come, that has caught their attention, that you might be really, really good at expressing yourself with words, very eloquent. The gossip card, I mean, yeah, gossip can be, like, gossip is usually a negative word, but it doesn't really have to be. I mean, it could be just that you talk a lot. It could be that you talk a lot about other people, other people's business, but it doesn't have to mean that you talk like smack about them. But this person has somehow noticed that you're very talkative, and that you talk to probably a lot of people. They might have been watching you, or maybe you talk a lot to them and they see that you talk a lot about other people. Take what resonates. Either way, there's something about you talking a lot here or being quite the storyteller of some kind. Okay. Yeah. We also have the Lover's card, which can mean something like, if this isn't a love interest, if this is a love interest, then of course this is your confirmation right there that there is a very mutual, powerful pull here, especially with the Ace of Swords. This is very sexual energy. But this can also mean that they're finding that you have a lot of choices between partners. If this is someone from your work that you might not have this kind of like intimate connection with, they might also just see you as someone who a lot of people, they know of a lot of people who fancy you, or they have this impression of you that you have like a romantic life that's not boring. So you might be getting around a lot, dating a lot. If that is someone who someone who's completely platonic, so they might see you as someone who has a lot of options in that sense. I'm thinking this with the fox here, that they might know that you have some sort of like a small job that might not be your real job, if that makes any sense. So you might be having multiple incomes, and that's what they see. It can be something to do with children, or something about ending, something maybe a little bit darker with the coffin, but it could also be pertaining to the situation between the two of you being over. So maybe you're not really talking to this person as much as you used to, or that they don't think that there's a chance to get to know you too well. Maybe they feel like there's some kind of blockage between the two of you, which is interesting. So I mean, this wouldn't work with the love. So if it's someone that you're having a love connection with, it could of course also mean that they really do want this connection, but somehow they feel like it's over. Okay. But let's see more specifically if this is a love interest. I have some romance angels, and I'm going to pull one card to get you an overall message for you and this person. Maybe some advice. Let's see. Getting to know each other. Well, this is interesting, right? Because I was talking about there being some kind of blockage. So I think what you're being urged to do right now is just to take your time to get to know this person. If this is a love interest, just take it slowly. Don't get too ahead of yourself. This is probably just the crush situation, especially being confirmed with the other cards, but also with the lovers. I mean, there is a definite mutual attraction here. So I think you should just go on your intuition. You probably know this already. You're just being encouraged to get to know this person a little better. Just let them, let them into your soul. What is further advice or further information about this? Fairness and luck is on your side. Okay, so there's definitely there's a positive omen here in terms of if you get to know this person, there could be a very good development here. With the fairness card, I mean, it's saying the situation is going to be handled in a fair and just manner. I don't know if that means something for you specifically. If this is a situation where this person is in another relationship and you're sort of like waiting for them to, I don't know, get free themselves from that, so you get a chance with them. It's saying that there's going to be fair solutions to all this, and luck is on your side here. So if this is someone you're hoping to be with who is currently involved with someone else, I'm thinking that it might actually be telling you that just wait. It's going to be you're going to feel like this is going to be handled fair, or it might be simply advising you to be fair about the situation and see the bigger picture. Okay. So take what resonates. Okay. If you chose the Chrysicola, let's see, what does the person you have in mind think of you? Okay. Well, okay, we have the Crossroads, Clouds, Dog, Pioneer, Magical Child, and Networker, World, Wheel of Fortune, and King of Cups. Okay, well, I would say that this is definitely someone who has very warm, empathetic feelings for you. You've touched this person somehow. They are very touched by your nature. You seem to be someone who get along with other people quite well, very friendly person. Someone who, you're loyal, you have other people's backs, they see you as a true friend, but also someone who's very, I don't like the word, I mean, I'm not sure if this is the right word though, but someone who's, you stand out. There's something eccentric in a magical way about you. So, you may be someone who has like a different sense of clothing, like a sense of style that usually is seen. So you might be very either colorful in the way that you dress, or you might have like a very wild style or something like that. So they definitely notice the way that you dress. They like the way that you dress. I'm seeing you do things that they don't see other people doing. Okay, so that's the main point. It could be also other things. Doesn't have to be clothing. It could also be in other areas of life. If you know them from school, they might think of you as someone who, there's some innovative energy about you. You have good new ideas that haven't been explored yet, or you always have good ideas. If this is someone from a situation where you work and you do stuff together in that sense, but very, very positive, like a very beautiful creature, like someone who's delicate. I'm thinking if you're a male, I'm sorry if you don't like to be seen as someone who's delicate, but there's something very soft about you, something very childish and magical and soft about you. So you're not like you're not like the person who lifts weights at the gym and like a testosterone filled type of person. You're more in the feminine male category. That's how they see you. There's something about you that also comes off as being a little bit foreign. So if you're not foreign, like in terms of your ethnicity to them, they might know that you're foreign. If you are, they might have this information about you, come from some other country, or maybe from other side of the country that you are in. Either way, they're seeing you as someone who came from afar. And if not that, then something about your look is very exotic. Again, this could come down to like the way you dress. Maybe the way you dress is a little bit, I don't know. There's some foreign elements to the way that you like to accessorize or something like that. And also there might have been like the way you met might have been quite random or sort of like serendipitous, so they reminisce about the way that you met each other in like a very special way, or they think about, reminisce about the first time you met. There's something about you having met each other in an interesting way that, you know, might not have been quite foreseen. And I'm thinking there's confusion between the two of you right now with these cards, with the clouds and the crossroads. There's something about a decision having to be made. Maybe they're not sure whether or not to make some kind of decision about you. Either way, something is very unclear about you. With the networker card, this can be that you know them from social media, or that they stalk your social media profile. Take what resonates, because we do have the king looking towards this card, so there might be something about them having, you know, watched you on social media, or they do watch you on social media, okay? Or in that, maybe this could also be that you know them from work and it's a networking situation. It could be very literal as well, okay? So if this is a love interest, let's pull some romance cards and see what is their message for you and this person, only if it's a love interest, okay, for you with this part. Unrequited love. Okay, so it can mean, of course, that they think that you don't like them, or it can mean that there is not enough potential, though, here. So even if they do think of you as someone who is very lovely, this probably doesn't really have a future. Or the other way around, you know, it can mean that they think that you don't like them back, or that you really actually don't like them back. So this can be, of course, that it's someone who crushes on you, but you're not quite sure. And that might be with the clouds as well. There's some kind of confusion here going on. This isn't a very certain situation between you, but let's see what's coming in here. Bodies of water. I'm going to pull one more because that really doesn't make a lot of sense. It's about you recharging your batteries somehow. Don't back down. Stand up for what you believe is right. Well, this is advice for you, I'm thinking. So somehow the cards are advising you to not back down from this situation. If this is a situation where you don't feel like you have a shot, perhaps it's sort of telling you to recharge yourself before you go back to trying to fix the situation. It's about focusing on you and what you believe is right. I'm hoping it's going to make sense to your situation somehow. Write me a comment if it does, because it's confusing even me. But there's some kind of confusion about this situation. It's very unclear what's going to happen. It's very unclear. It's like it's not really set in stone what's coming in for the two of you. But let's see what the Moonology wants you to know, what they want to tell you. Well, they're telling you that your commitment is being tested. So somehow this person is coming to test you. And maybe this is also something about this being a test of the relationship between the two of you. If you've had a relationship, and maybe this is a separation situation, or someone that you haven't, you know, communicated with for a while, I think this is about time that you decide if you really want to pursue this or not. And if you are truly committed to being with this person, then maybe that's why you don't have to back down, okay? But again, with the unrequited love, it doesn't seem like it has like a long-term future. I mean, that's just a thought. Okay? Thank you for watching, Chrysicola. Last but not least, let's see, for those of you who picked the calcite, what does the person you have in mind think of you? What does the person that you have in mind think of you? What are their thoughts towards you, impression of you? What does this person think of you? Wow. Okay. That's very sweet. Guide. Well, we have a card of a guide and a mother. And goddess. Oh, this is gorgeous. Okay, well, you came rushing into their life out of nowhere. I'm pretty sure that this isn't someone who you have a platonic relationship with, or if it is, I mean, it's someone that you've gotten to know them a little bit. It's like the feelings, like there are feelings of warmth here. There are feelings of familiarity, or feelings of coming home. This person is mesmerized by you. There is a very feminine quality to you, whether you're a male or a female, and they really like that. They feel protected and nurtured around you. You give them a sense of feeling at home and feeling at ease, and they really find you to be someone who has something powerful and magical about them. um, it's like you give birth to things. It's like you give birth to positive emotions, either with them or when you enter a room. It's like you bring in a very positive energy with you when you come into a room. There's also something very sensual about you. I mean, that's why I don't think it's like a coworker. I don't think it's like the coworker from the office next to yours. I think this is more of a I think this is more either of a romantic situation or some like a friendly, really positive, friendly connection. We also, with the clovers and then with the tree, there's something that has potential to last for a lifetime, this connection, this relationship. So if it's a friend, I think you really met a true friend here. It's someone who you can definitely trust, someone who definitely has your back. They find you to be very warm and very deep, emotional as well with the moon card. So again, this has potential for a long-standing relationship, either as a friend or as a, if it's even if it's a coworker or someone you barely know. This definitely talks about something that has longevity with even these cards here. This is 100% a soulmate you were destined to meet, that just came rushing into your life like out of nowhere. They didn't really see this situation coming, but they have so much positive emotion towards you. And also with the guide, I mean, I definitely think that they see you as someone who they can talk to things about, definitely talk to everything. They can confide in you, you can keep a secret and such. So all good here, all very, very good. So let's see what the romance angels want to tell you. If this is a love situation, then this part of the reading is also for you. One message. Religious factors. Oh, wow. I positively loathe this card. So let's get one more. I mean, this is simply confirming that this is a very important soul connection, right? Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. I don't think this is a bad thing. This can actually, in very many cases, I've seen this card pop up when I see a lot of synchronicities. And it's actually advising me quite often to trust my own intuition. So, the red flags aren't necessarily red. They're just flags. They're just signs. They're just signs from the universe guiding you towards your destination or your desired outcome. So I think what you're being urged to do here is simply just follow your instinct or your intuition with this person. It's going to lead you beautiful places. I'm pretty sure of that. From the first part of the reading, I can't really put anything bad into that interpretation. So the end of a tough cycle approaches. I don't know what that could mean for you, but it could mean that if you've had some kind of concern about this person, whether or not there was going to be some more development between the two of you, I think that tough cycle is about to end for you, okay? Because we do have some positive cards coming in for you, positive energies coming in for you in the first part of the reading. So I'm assuming this means there's going to be further development. Receptivity, okay, that's beautiful. So in terms of what's ahead for you, I think it's about you allowing yourself to receive. Quite often this all boils down to worthiness issues and not feeling worthy to receive. So the cards are actually telling you need to be more open to receiving. And also maybe this means that you ought to be in the more receptive state and not be giving as much, be the feminine energy, like the cards were, this person perceives of you as someone who is very feminine. So it might be that they are identifying with the masculine energy, and that is the more aggressive, that's the energy that comes towards the female energy, while the female is supposed to sit back and be receptive. So you're being advised to be receptive in this situation and not as much be the person who pursues, okay? But to know that you are good enough, and there's some tough cycle between you and this person that is about to end, okay? Thank you for watching. So that was the whole reading. Wow, this was long. It took me an hour to do. This is quite possibly the longest one I've ever done. I think it is. Yeah, it's the longest video I've ever done. Maybe that's going to compensate for the fact that I haven't made a video in about a month. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and have a great morning, day, or evening out there. Bye.